theoretically the Supreme Court has ruled. Theoretically, that you have stare decisis, which means they follow the prior decision. So whether it happens immediately or not is not clear, but clearly it was a 5-4 decision in the first place. So who gets elected in this campaign is really going to decide the character of our Supreme Court for the next generation. The current Supreme Court was basically set in place a generation ago, most of it, a lot of it. And now we're talking about the next generation. That's why both parties are so intense about that issue. Well, you'd have to get a case coming up through the lower courts that was reached by the Supreme Court. That would require, the complexity is, theoretically, if it's just a straightforward, same issue kind of thing, a lower court has got to say, well, despite the fact that the Supreme Court has already ruled on this, I'm going to make a different decision. Normally that doesn't happen. So in that case, it would have to be appealed to the next Court of Appeals and then to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court what the Supreme Court would have to say is, the decision under Citizens United was a reversal of prior decisions. And based on incredibly, invalid arguments, we're just going back to the way it was before under previous Supreme Courts. That would be, I think, how the thinking would have to go.